Hi, welcome once again to Domoj Maths and Science. In today's class, I'll be taking you through quadratic equations. We'll start with factorization. After factorization, we'll explore other methods that has to do with quadratic equation. It's going to be a series of 7 classes which have been structured into different lessons. Let's get into class. Welcome. Like I promised, we'll be looking at quadratic equations. You'll be familiar with equations of this. Y is equals to ax plus c. This is a general notation for linear equations. They have x is raised to the power of 1. But when I have y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, this is a quadratic equation. These are equations in the form where the power of x is raised to power 2. In today's lesson, our attention and concentration will be on solving these forms of equation. And to solve this equation, there are different methods you can use. You can use the completing the square method, you can use the formula method, you can use factorization method. But for today, we'll be considering how to use factorization method. To use factorization method to solve this form of equation, y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. I want you to follow after me with these steps. My first step in step 1, pick the first part, ax squared plus c, and the last one, multiply them together, a x squared times c. Step 2, highlight the factors of a x squared times c. That is, highlight the factors, all the factors of ax squared and c. Then step 3, check the factors that will add up to bx. Check the factors that will add up to bx. Which factors of this ax squared plus times c would sum up to bx? Now, step 4, you can factorize. To help us understand these 4 basic steps, I have chosen 4 questions that we'll use as examples. Remember that our first step 1, we're going to have it in, let's highlight the steps here. We have step 1, step 2, step 3, and we'll go through step 4. We'll use these 4 steps to solve these 4 questions. I believe that at the end of this, you will understand how to solve any form of quadratic equation with factorization method. If you are new to our channel, please do not hesitate to hit the subscription button. Subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we create such content as this. And if you are viewing us on Facebook, please like and follow our channel. Thank you. Our first question, question 1. X squared plus 9x plus 14. To solve this, remember our step 1. Step 1 says multiply the coefficient of ax squared and what? 14. That's 14 x squared. Step 2. Step 2 says factors of 14x squared. To make it easier for us, let's look for the factors of 14x squared this way. Now I'm going to start from 1. What are those two things I'll multiply together that will give me 14x squared? The first is x times 14x. X is 1. X times 14x will give me 14x squared. Pick 2. 2x. 2x times what will give me 14x squared? That's 2x times 7x. 3. Can 3 divide 14x? No. 4. Can 4 divide 14x? No. 5. Can 5 divide 14? No. 6. Will 6 divide 14? No. 7. 7x again. 7x times what? 2x. Will still give me 14x squared. 14x squared. The next again that we'll see in the line is 14 back to 14. 14x times x. That's 14x squared. Now, this is in the positive. If I take it in the negative, I'll be doing minus x times minus 14 to give me plus 14. But remember that in step 3, I am going to pick any of these factors that when I add them together will give me my b. Then, my step 3, I am picking x plus 14x, that's 15x. It will not give me 9x. 2x plus 7x, that's what? 9x. So, my step 3 says I'm picking x squared plus 2x plus 7x, now plus 14 is equals to 0. Now, so this equals to 0. Is equals to 0. So that 2x squared plus 2x, x squared plus 2x plus 7x plus 14 equals 0. Now, that implies that x squared, in step 4, I'll be factorizing. I'll bring out x squared and 2x. Bring out x. X plus 2 plus 7 into x plus 2 is equals to what? 0. Already I have x plus 7. Now, I have x plus 2, x plus 2. Pick one of the x plus 2. X plus 2 is equal to what? 0. Already I'm in step 4. I have factorized. So that x plus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 7. Take 7 to the other side to become negative. If x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus what? 2. So that my x is equal to minus 7 or minus 2. Let's take a second question. And we'll follow the exact steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2. For my question 2, x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Step 1 says multiply the first by the last. That becomes 2x squared. Step 2 says factorize. I'm looking for the factors of 2x squared. That is, what do I multiply together to get 2x squared, and I will add together to give me 3x. The first, x. X times what to give me 2x squared? That's x times 2x. Obviously 2. 2x. X times what to give me? That's x. So that, obviously, I know that x plus 2x is equal to what? 3x. I'm going to replace 3x with x plus what? 2x. That means this implies plus x plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. So that if I'm factorizing now, bring out one of the x out, I have x plus 1 plus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to what? 0. So that x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. Take 1 to the other side, becomes negative. X plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus what? 2. This implies that x is equal to minus 1 or minus 2. Let's take a third equation. For my third equation, y squared minus 6y minus 27 is equal to 0. If y squared minus 6y minus 27 is equal to 0, multiply the first part by the last. Now, y squared multiplied by minus 27 equals minus 27y squared. Note, I did not just pick 27 and throw away the minus. This is where a lot of students make mistakes. You pick the 27, you throw away the minus, you get it wrong. Now, let's take the factors of y of minus 27y squared. If you ask me, I can give you the factors to be minus 9 and 3. How did I get that? Let's see. Now, here is 27. Pick minus y. Minus y times what to give me minus 27. That's 27y. After minus y, 2. Can 2 divide 27? No. 3. 3 in 27 is 9. Let's pick minus 3. Minus 3y times what to give me minus 27y squared. That's plus 9y. 4 will not go, 5 will not go, 6 will not divide, 7 will not, 8 will not divide minus 27. The next that will divide minus 27 is minus 9. Minus 9y times what to give me minus 27? That's 3. Now, I've gotten to 3y coming back there. Look at this. Minus 3y plus 9y will give me plus 6y. If I am owing somebody 3 naira and I have 9 naira, at the end of the day, my effective balance is 6 naira after I have paid my debts, which is my personal money. That plus is in the positive. Is a plus to me. But if I am owing 9 naira and I have 3 naira, by the time I pay the debt, 3 naira out of the 9 debt I'm owing, I'm still owing 6y, 6 naira. So that I can now confidently say that my minus 6y is the same thing as minus 9y plus 3y. I'll substitute in the equation. The equation becomes y squared minus 9y plus 3y minus 27 is equal to 0. Y into, if I'm factorizing now, between this and this, I'll bring out my y into y minus 9 plus 3 into y minus 9 is equal to what? 0. Now, I cannot bring them out. Y minus 9 is equal to 0, which implies 9 will go to the other side. Y is equal to 9. Y plus 3 is equal to 0. 3 moves to the other side. Y is equal to minus what? 3. So that, conclusively, y is equal to 9 or minus 3. Don't forget, the first step is to multiply the first part by the last part. The second step is to find the factors and then substitute for your b. After substitution, the last part of it is factorization. Okay, that's question 3. Now let's take the last question in this lesson. I believe if you follow these steps, you will find factorization of quadratic expressions very easy. But if you have questions or you have challenges you want us to see, please do not hesitate to use our comment section. Submit them in the comment section and we will attend to them. Now question 4. 36 minus 12y plus y squared. Now if you look at it this way, the examiner this time around has turned the question. Our normal orientation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Although the question has turned the other way around, it's still the same thing. So that now we go to step 1. Let's get started with step 1. Step 1 says we multiply ax squared by c. That means we are going to multiply the 36 by y squared. That becomes 36y squared. Now what are the factors of 36y squared that will bring us, that when we sum them up together, it will be equivalent to minus 12y. That's step 2. Let's look for the factors of 36. Let's use our normal table to make it easier to understand. Now, y times what to give us 36y squared? That's y times 36y. 2y. 2y times what will give us 36y squared? That's 2y by 18y. 3y. 3y times what to give us 36? That's 12y. 4y. 4y times what to give us 36? That's 9y. 5 is not a factor of 36. 6 is a factor of 36. Now look at this. 6y times what to give us 36? That's 6y. If you look at this 6y carefully, you see that 6 plus 6 is what? 12. But 6 plus 6 is not minus 12. Now let's look at it in another way around. What if I introduce negative signs to both 6? If I have minus 6y and I have minus 6y, minus 6y times minus 6y will clearly give me plus 36y squared. Minus times minus is plus. And minus 6y minus 6y will become 12y. That is minus 6y times minus 6y is equals to, minus to cancel minus becomes positive, 36y. At the same time, minus 6y minus 6y becomes 12y. Minus 12y. If I am owing $6, and I am owing $6, if I am owing $6 at two different points, that means my cumulative debt is what? $12. So that minus 6y minus 6y, that's equals to minus 12y. Then, minus 6y minus 6y can now conveniently replace minus 12y in our equation. Permit me to wipe this off. Now I'm going to go to step 3. I'm going to substitute for minus 12y. That becomes 36 minus 6y minus 6y plus y squared is equal to 0. Let's take the factors. Let's begin to factorize. I have 36, I have 6y. What is common between both of them? 6. If I bring out 6 this way, I have 6 in 36, that's 6. Minus 6y, 6 in minus 6y, that's minus y. Minus 6y and plus y. Look at this carefully. I have minus 6y and plus y squared. What is common between both of them? Y. Now, I'm going to bring out y, but remember there's a negative sign here. Minus y in minus 6y, I'll be left with 6. But minus y in plus y squared, this minus affects this positive sign. I have minus y equals 0. So that at the end of the day, minus 6y minus y, 6 minus y into 6 minus y is equal to 0. Obviously, I have a repetition of 6 minus y, 6 minus y. So that if 6 minus y is equal to 0, minus y is equal to minus 6. The 6 is going to the other side to become negative. Minus cancels minus. Y is equal to 6. With that, I hope you understand the factorization method to solving quadratic equations. If you have any question, kindly use our comment section and we'll be there to respond. Also, if you are yet to subscribe, please show us some love.